Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be doing another afro wig, but in this wig we're going to be giving it a more curlier vibe. So I'm using some different type of hair, and this is the hair that I'm going to be using. It is the pre-loop lustrous hair, and it is the 3X Kinky rod in 9-inch, and I'm going to be using this hair across the entire wig. So in this tutorial I'm going to be using 3 packs of this hair to create this entire style. So if you are interested in learning how to do this, then stay tuned. Alright y'all, so starting off, this is how the hair looks, and the curls at the bottom of this hair is what really sold me on buying this hair. So y'all, if you've seen any of my previous crochet wig tutorials, then you know that I typically start from the bottom, and I like to basically space out the hair so that it's not super full. Although I do love my full hair, I try not to make it super big. So 3 packs was enough for this hairstyle. And as you can see here, I'm just crocheting just kind of like in between each, not really too close together. So this is the first time that I've used this crochet wig cap. And if you are looking for a wig cap to crochet on that's going to give you a look for a full wig, then this is definitely the wig cap for you. But if you want some type of parting space or some type of part, or for it to appear to be a little bit more on the natural side, then you might want to stay away from this wig cap, and you're going to see why. Alright y'all, so this is what 1 pack of hair looks like. Honestly, you could get away with 2 packs, but again, I like big hair and I didn't want too many spaces in between so you could see the actual cap. So I did install 3 packs of this hair, but this is me installing the 2nd pack of hair. So if you've watched any of my previous crochet wig tutorials, which I will link down below, you know that with this particular wig cap, it is kind of hard to get underneath the braids to crochet the hair. So what I typically do is I go in with a crochet needle at an angle, and then I'm able to crochet the hair perfectly. Okay y'all, so this is what the finished wig looks like. I originally intended for this to be like a side part, so when I crocheted the hair in, I kind of crocheted it to the side so that I could, you know, have me a little bang in the front, a little something. But once I installed the wig, I realized that this cap was definitely not the cap for that, and you're going to see that here. So this is the inside of the wig cap. It is mesh, and the wig cap also has 2 combs, both one in the front and one in the back. And because my hair is lime green, I did take the liberty of putting on a stocking cap that semi-matches my scalp, so that when I do put the wig on, you're not able to see my lime green hair through the mesh cap. So if you want some versatility with this hairstyle, I think that this wig cap is not necessarily the best for that. So I would recommend the wig cap with the holes already in it for a more versatile look. This is what it looked like when I tried to do it to the side. Wasn't feeling it at all. So I was like, let's improvise. So I decided to add in more hair because I felt like the parting was very wide and you could still see a lot of the braid. So I added in more hair, which brought us to the 3 packs of hair. But again, I still was not feeling the parting, the spacing on this wig cap. So again, if you want a little versatility, you want to show some scalp, you want it to look a little bit more natural, then definitely go for the wig cap with the holes in it. And I will insert a picture of what that wig cap looks like here. Alright y'all, so yeah, know I said in the beginning of this video that I did like big hair. I was never against big hair. So what we're gonna do is we're about to fluff this thing out. Pick her out at the roots, make her real big, shape her, and get her ready to go. Alright y'all, so because I switched the part up from a side part to a no part, I'm now going to just cut a bang and then kind of frame it to my face. And just frame the hair itself to my liking. So I probably should have done a little bit more fluffing before I actually cut it, but I typically like to cut and then fluff so that the hair again is not too big. So I'm fluffing out the hair with my pick just at the roots so that I don't disturb the curls on the ends. Alright, so I'm going to add a couple bobby pins in here just because I don't want to cut too much more of the bang because I really love these curls and I don't want it to just be an afro. So I added a couple little hairpins at the top just to kind of tame the bang and so that I don't have to cut all of the curls off in my face. Alright y'all, so here are the final results. Big hair, don't care. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what you think about this wig. Thank you so much for watching and I look forward to seeing y'all in my next tutorial. Bye.